Hello friends, Shelley here, the Youth and Family Program Coordinator, and I'm here today to share with you our Taking Faith Home Toolkit that we've been using as an entire congregation to learn, grow, and practice our faith together each and every day. If you have a Bible nearby, I go ahead and invite you to grab it and you can follow along as I read, or you can just listen as I read this today. So before we start, the focus for this week from Taking Faith Home is following Jesus trusts the goodness of God. And for Tuesday, our Bible reading comes from Hebrews. It's chapter 4, and it's verses 12 through 16. For the word of God is living and active, sharper than any double-edged sword. It penetrates even to dividing soul and spirit, joints and marrow. It judges the thoughts and attitudes of the heart. Nothing in all creation is hidden from God's sight. Everything is uncovered and laid bare before the eyes of Him to whom we must give account. Therefore, since we have a great high priest who has gone through the heavens, Jesus, the Son of God, let us hold firmly to the faith we profess. For we do not have a high priest who is unable to sympathize with our weaknesses, but we have one who has been tempted in every way, just as we are, yet without sin. Let us then approach the throne of grace with confidence, so that we may receive mercy and find grace to help us in our time of need. So, what does that have to do with following Jesus trusts the goodness of God? Well, that story is all about Jesus and the fact that He's the high priest and has experienced a lot of the same things that we have, those temptations and struggles we might have. And so to me, I guess this reading is reminding me that Jesus really understands me and understands the things that I'm going through, especially maybe when I'm going through something really tough. Jesus has been through it. He knows what it feels like. He knows what it feels like on the inside and on the outside. He knows what it feels like up here in our head and sometimes in our heart. And so in all of those situations, if we lean on Jesus, we're trusting God to help us. Because, as it said at the end there, we may receive mercy and find grace to help us in our time of need. So when we're struggling, the person we should turn to is Jesus and to God, and they can help us through those difficulties. Did you hear that same thing in that story? Or maybe there was something else that caught your attention in the story? Those would be great things to talk about with somebody close, maybe a family member or a friend. Of course, you can always grab a notebook and journal about it and maybe other questions that you think of. Or of course, there is always the option to talk to God about it in your prayers. I hope you're having an excellent day, and I will see you again really soon.